If you thought the worst thing that could happen on a Kiss Cam was rejection, think again. When the Kiss Cam at a Coldplay concert landed on Andy Biron and Kristen Cabot during a July performance, oh, who am I kidding? You already know all this. Their awkward reaction combined with Chris Martin's cheeky onstage comment,
either they're having an affair or they're just very shy,
ignited a firestorm online that has led to wild and very public consequences. I'm talking about endless memes, corporate fallout, and now the whisperings of a lawsuit or two. Hey, I'm America's attorney. I've been a lawyer for over 24 years, helping over 1.2 million people. Let's break down the cheating couple Coldplay case, or something just like this. Our fairy tale begins on July 16th during Coldplay's Music of the Spheres tour and their stop at Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts, home of the New England Patriots. And the band's signature kiss cam moment took a dramatic turn. As the camera panned across the crowd, it landed on an unsuspecting couple. However, instead of smiling or sharing a kiss like other normal couples, the woman appeared to quickly hide her face, and the man ducked out of frame, just as lead singer Chris Martin joked from the stage, either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. The moment, broadcast on the venue's Jumbotron, was captured by concertgoers and quickly went viral online, amassing millions of views and triggering a frenzy of speculation about the pair's relationship. Internet users quickly identified them as Andy Biron, the then CEO of tech company Astronomer, and also Kristen Cabot, the company's head of HR. Andy Biron is an American tech executive who served as CEO of Astronomer, a data operations software company behind the open source Astro platform powered by Apache Airflow. Kristen Cabot, Astronomer's chief people officer, which is just like a fancy name for the head of HR. Think of Toby.
Toby is in HR, which technically means he works for corporate, so he's really not a part of our family. Also, he's divorced, so he's really not a part of his family.
And she joined the company back in November of 2024, so this is a quick romance. Now, we can talk about intra-company relationships all day, but the real kicker here is that both Biron and Cabot are married to other people. Byron's married to Megan Kerrigan for now, who reportedly removed his surname from her social media accounts after the scandal, and Cabot is married to Andrew Cabot, CEO of Privateer Rum, which is what I wish I had in here. You might be wondering, when did America's Attorney become a gossip channel? Well, we're getting to the legal bits. Just bear with me. In the days following the viral Kiss Cam concert moment at the Coldplay concert, Astronomer's board swiftly launched a formal internal investigation into the incident. Who's going to investigate it? The head of HR. No, seriously, what do you investigate? They were on a date. Anyways, Andy Biron, who was placed on administrative leave, officially resigned as CEO on July 19th, and I'm checking my mental calendar here, and oh my word, that was just a few minutes after the concert. Co-founder Pete DeJoy stepped into the role as interim CEO. The company emphasized its commitment to ethical conduct, stating that its leaders are expected to uphold high standards and that Byron's actions did not align with those values. A few days later, Chief People Officer Kristen Cabot resigned as well. In a candid post, interim CEO DeJoy acknowledged that while the heightened attention was surreal, it also made Astronomer a household name, and he pledged to keep the company focused on its core mission of building a dating app. No, sorry, just its core mission of transitioning into a dating app for married people. No, sorry, they're still a normal tech company. But now we get to the legal bits, which is why we're all here. In the aftermath of the Coldplay Kiss Cam incident, speculation swirled that Andy Biron might pursue legal action, possibly citing invasion of privacy, intentional infliction of emotional distress, or even defamation. Well, let's take a look at this invasion of privacy claim. The core issue here is whether Biron had a reasonable expectation of privacy at a public concert in a packed NFL stadium? And the answer is almost certainly no, not even close. Most event venues, including Gillette Stadium, include disclaimers saying that attendees may be filmed or photographed. Legally speaking, when Biron entered the venue with his head of HR/mistress, he likely explicitly consented to being recorded or broadcast on the Jumbotron. Courts generally uphold this type of consent, which severely undercuts any proposed privacy claim. On top of these facts that hold true for almost all large venues, Coldplay is widely known to deploy a series of kiss cam moments throughout their shows. I mean, if I know about that, if I do, I think it's safe to assume that anyone attending one of their shows should be on notice that that is how it is. As for intentional infliction of emotional distress, Biron would have to prove that Coldplay or its team engaged in extreme and outrageous conduct that intentionally or recklessly caused him severe emotional harm. But being shown on a kiss cam with a mild joke by Chris Martin suggesting that they might be having an affair, that falls far short of that standard. And also, this is a rock and roll show. Don't you go to rock and roll shows hoping for extreme and outrageous behavior by the rock stars? Anyways, courts set a high bar for this type of claim, and humorous or awkward public moments, even if embarrassing, typically don't qualify. I mean, look at my videos.
Ooh, self-burn. Those are rare.
Finally, there's defamation, which requires that a false statement was made publicly, that it caused harm, and that it was made with at least negligence, if not actual malice, in cases involving public figures. Here, Martin's joke was a spontaneous, off-the-cuff comment based on the couple's body language. Even if the affair implication was untrue, the statement would likely be considered a non-actionable opinion or rhetorical hyperbole, not a factual assertion. What Martin's really doing is just what stand-up comedians call crowd work. And yeah, it can be a little offensive, but everybody loves it. Moreover, Biron would need to prove that the statement directly caused reputational harm, something hard to prove when the viral reaction was driven more by the couple's weird behavior than by what Chris Martin said. It's more problematic for both defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress claims that the old adage that there's a little bit of truth in every joke was spot on in this instance. They were both engaging in extramarital affairs. It was a double affair. Therefore, as unexciting as it may be, while Biron may feel personally wronged by the incident's viral fallout, the legal grounds for a lawsuit against Martin or Coldplay appear very, very weak. No formal legal complaint has been filed as of the filming of this video, and even if one were, it would likely be dismissed pretty quickly. In the court of law, embarrassment alone does not equal liability. I think Benjamin Franklin said that, or maybe I just made it up just now, but in any event, it's perfectly true. So while it's unlikely that there will be legal news related to this event in terms of Biron or Cabot suing Coldplay or Martin, or even Gillette Stadium, there most certainly will be 2 actual lawsuits. They're called divorces. I mean, maybe there won't be, but let's not be surprised if there are 2 divorce cases that are filed as a result of the revelations brought to light by what Biron would call bad luck, but what many of us would say seems like a couple of cheaters getting what they deserve. You know, in the old days, if you were the cheating spouse and your wife sued you for divorce, you might have to give more of the money from the marriage or more spousal support because of your cheating. Although most of that legal authority over the years has been overturned, and instead now, no matter how badly you behave or what a fool you make of your spouse, most courts still divide marital assets 50-50. Another thing that you're not gonna see based off this viral kiss cam moment is the type of lawsuit where the aggrieved spouse is able to sue the person with whom her husband has had an affair. There used to be a claim in every state in the US for money damages from someone who had an affair with your spouse. But the world has changed a lot in the last 60 years, and those claims are no longer legally valid. Instead, you just talk about them on your Facebook page and live a great life. What are your thoughts on this whole situation? What do you think Biron's chances are of successfully winning a lawsuit against Coldplay? Hey, drop your pro se opinion down below and let me know what you're thinking. And don't forget to lawyer up with me, America's attorney, by hitting that subscribe button, just like a cheating husband hits the floor on the kiss cam. And I'll be back soon with more legal breakdowns, and I'll see you then. And instead, no matter how badly brought to light, but what by of the revelations brought to light, but what